This conference will now be recorded.
All right, good afternoon. Welcome to the Clear Lines for the Medved Trader platform training session. I am your host, Kipp Cohen. It is Thursday, the 17th of January, 2019, and I am here for the next roughly about hour to answer your questions about the Clear Lines and the Medved Trader platform. I'm here to show you this amazing trading tool that we're utilizing and help you understand it better. If you have questions, please go ahead and send those through the chat, through the GoToMeeting player. And we'll get the ball rolling. Happy Thursday, everyone. So let's see. I guess I'll start off and see, are there any questions right now, right off the bat, that anybody needs immediately covered? Any pending questions? Something very specific you want me to show you? Nope. So this is a training session. This is not a trading session, by the way. This is a training session. But good to see you with us here, Pippin. I haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing well. Again, this is a training session, but I would be happy to show you TNA. You want to look at it on the charts? Look at that, right at, oh, that's an old fib level. Actually, right at resistance, TNA reversed. All right, I have a question from Dennis. It says, I have my windows set up like yours. How do I run the Fibonacci lines? Today you ran this scan on the 1 minute. How do I do this? Okay, so we have to go to a different, well, we can do the Fibonacci on here. Are you on the, which layout are you on, Dennis? The two chart layout or on a different layout? 3 chart, okay. Okay, so similar to my popper dropper layout. Okay. So we'll go to the popper dropper layout, and you want to use your 15-minute time frame. So I'm gonna move the 15 over so you guys can see it, and I'm gonna expand the view of the 15. Whoops. Sorry. Okay. All right. So to draw Fibonacci, if you want to draw the first 15-minute time frame, all right, you'll have to add it back in if it's been replaced. So, oh, sorry. That's what we use. We still use the first 15-minute Pippin. So to draw the first 15-minute, you'll want to go, if you don't have the Fibonacci on your quick access toolbar, you'll want to go under draw and select Fibonacci, okay? And then go to your first 15, click at the top of the wick with your mouse and hold down on the left key, left mouse button, go to the bottom and then release. Now, when you do that, you might only see this line right here, okay? If for some reason you're only seeing the yellow line, you'll have to put your mouse over the line, right click your mouse for this window to open. You'll want to make sure that you have it checked where it says extend right, show line percent, and show line values. Those all three need to be checked. You also need to make sure you have all the Fibonacci values that we utilize selected. 0, 236, 382, 50, 618, 786, 100, 127, 14140, 1618, 200. Now yours might stop at the 200. If that's the case, we're going to have to add some additional Fibonacci levels, and I'll show you how to do that. But real quick, also where it has the line, I have my color is yellow, and I have 2 as my number for the thickness. And then make sure you set that as your default. You want to make sure that is your default so that the next time you do it, it's always that one. If you don't have the 2618, the 300, the 3618, and the 4236, what you're going to need to do is go up to the dashboard, the little icon that has the square with 4 colored squares inside of it. Go to settings. Under charts, go to Fibonacci values. And then you can add 2618, 300, 3618, and 4236. Okay, under Fib trace level 1, 2, 3, and 4. Once you've added these into this window, then you can go back to this window, go back to where you drew your Fibonacci, right-click your mouse on the line or on a value, and then you'll be able to check 2618, 300, 3618, and 4236. It'll add those in. And then again, make sure you set that as your default. And then click OK. So I personally only use the first 15-minute time frame. You can use the prior day if you want to. You could use the prior day range as well. Let me go to like a 30-minute so you can see the prior day. So I could fib the prior day high and low. Hold on. There you go. You can fib the prior day high-low to see where those levels fall, or you can do the first 15, or you could technically do both. You could do both. It's just going to fill up your screen with a lot of stuff. I don't know if there's one preferred over the other. I have Pippin in here. He says he uses something else. What are you now using, Pippin? I mean, we're pretty glued to using the first 15. But Dennis, I mean, you can fib whatever you want to fib, whatever your choice is. Once I've drawn it on this window, then I can move that window back over to my other screen, and you'll notice my fib levels now appear on my other time frames. Now, if for some reason yours do not appear on your other intervals, that you need to go back to the dashboard under settings, and you need to make sure under chart general, that this is unchecked. Under charts in general, annotations unique per chart has to be unchecked, or it will only draw it on one chart. All right, I'll show you again how to draw the first 15. Oh, I need to go back to the 15-minute. I'm not familiar with range bars, Pippin. I'm not familiar with range bars. All right, so here's the very first 15-minute time of the day. You can see 8:30 this morning. Now, if you're not using, if you're not showing prior day, you'll see a day line right here. Okay, so this is my first 15-minute of the day. And you want to go from top of the candle to the bottom of the candle. Top of the wick to the bottom. Top wick to bottom wick. If you have extended hours, then you'll see right here when it goes from a gray to a black, there's a shading between days. Let me erase it one more time. So if price is going above the first 15, then you start at the top of the candle and you go to the bottom, wick to wick, and then it extends it out. So let me move this off again. So now you can look, we'll go into the 3-minute. This is just the 3-minute. And let me show current day. Oh, that includes pre-market. Hold on. That's fine. Oh, we'll just go with 100. But you can see where this morning or today, it ran up right up to the 200 line. It double topped at the 200 here and here, and then reversed and went all the way down to the 14140 before it bounced. Bounced and went up above the 300, and then look what it just did. It came back down to the 200. So it is definitely still following along that first 15-minute. If you want to, once you're done with a certain stock, if you want to remove the Fibonacci, you can either go to the draw and hit that eraser that clears the annotations. That's one way to remove it. Or put your mouse over one of the figures, one of the numbers, fib levels, right click, and then you can also hit the X to remove it. So let's pick another stock. Let's go to Apple. Let's do the same thing. And you can, from any chart you're on, you can just go to that chart and change it to a 15-minute. You don't have to have a 15-minute always up. You can just from any chart take a first 15-minute, select your Fibonacci, whether you've got it on under draw, or if you have it like me on my quick access toolbar. If you want to add it, if you like to do Fibonacci, you want to add it to the quick access toolbar, go to draw, right click over where it says Fibonacci, and then where it says add to quick access, you can add it. You can do that with any of them. See, like that, I don't have that circle, but you can add any of those to the quick access toolbar. If you don't, if your quick access toolbar is up above the ribbon, it's way up here at the top, you'll have to click the furthest right little drop down and then go to where it says show below the ribbon so that it is right here. That's how I like it set up. I like it below the ribbon. All right, so again, I'm going to blow up this chart so you can see more clearly on Apple. All right, here's our first 15-minute. So I need to select Fibonacci, first 15, and then look where it ran up to. It spiked right up to the 4236. So once I've drawn it, I can switch this back to a 1 minute. I don't have to leave it on the 15. I can go back to the 1 minute, and it went right to the 4236. Spiked up and reversed off the 4236. And it landed right on the 200 right here. I haven't been paying attention, but what caused the market to rip? I saw we ripped up and now we're right back down. Oh, possible easing of China tariffs. Okay. Wow. Okay. Club Metro says, Kipper, can you show me how to do that list that Matacat has for the running list of all the poppers and droppers through the week? I didn't know he was doing a list of poppers and droppers through the week. But all you have to do if you want to add a hold on a second. If you want to add a watch list, so there's a couple ways to do that. You can click on the dashboard and then go to New Portfolio, New Watch List. That's one way. I don't like this standard grid. I use the Tile Simple 2 grid. You would need to edit it. So here's our new watch list. So if we'll call it Popper Weekly Poppers and Droppers. Okay. And then you just have to, here, let me put in this week's Poppers and Droppers. GCI, GG, Yeti, Boot, PCG, Tailored, ATHM, NEM. That's Mondays. I'm assuming this is what he does. I don't know for sure. A-Ray, Play, ALNY, PC. I'm not going to add PCG again since we already have it on there once. No reason to add it in there again. SHW. I'm assuming this is what he does. I don't know. Yesterday was FDC, UAL, and BAC, plus droppers JWN, SNAP, PCG, which we already have on the list, and ADNT. And then today we had SPPI, INSM, SIG, and MS. Okay, so this is our weekly popper dropper list. So now I have that right here. Or I can close this because now I have it up here. Weekly poppers and droppers. So those were all the poppers and droppers for the whole week. And then I can just go back and look at any of them. Whoops, hold on. I can go back and look at any of them from the week. I'm assuming, is that what he does? I haven't really noticed. But that's how you just build a, and you can do it from right here. Just go here and add a new watch list like I did. So it's my weekly poppers and droppers, and then just type them in to that list. If you don't have a drop down like I have right here, you can add one. You have to click on the show hide ribbon, go to view, go to main, put your mouse over where it says portfolio, where the names are, right click and add that to the quick access toolbar. Yeah, I'll have to ask him how he does it because I was not paying attention. Connie says, can you remind me again what the little blue dots are, stars? These little blue dots are parabolic support and resistance. It's just a technical indicator. So if you right click and go to add edit indicators, it's just one of the indicators, parabolic support and resistance. Jim is a big fan of using that. It tends to sometimes keep him in a trade a little bit longer. When the parabolic support and resistance is above the price, that's usually signifying a downtrend. When it's below the price, it's usually in an uptrend. So it's just something he uses to help out. Yeah, Club Metro, I'll check with him. I'll see what Lindsay has and see if I can duplicate it. Good question so far. What else can I show you guys specifically? What other things can I specifically show you? How do you add a duplicate chart to another monitor for other time frames? Okay, good question, Ron. So pick whatever time frame you want to utilize. So if you want to add, it doesn't really matter because you'll switch it. So let's say I want another 3 minute. Go to main. See, it says new chart right here. Click that. And then if you want it the same as this chart, click same as this chart. It's going to open up a duplicate of that chart, identical. So it'll have the same indicators, technicals. It'll have whatever you've utilized, it'll be on there. And then you can just move that off to your other monitor. And then you can change your time frame if you want to adjust the time frame. If you want to unlink it to the other symbols, to the other charts, you can unlink it so that it's not tied in. You can just select none. So now, like if I go up here and I click array, you know how array is. This is tied into that my My upper row is tied into my portfolio, my watch list. This one is not tied to it. If I want to tie it to that one, then now it's A-ray. Or down here, see it's green. If I want to tie it to those, it's green. If I don't want to tie it to anything, I just select none, and then whatever symbol I put is not going to be dependent on any other window. How do I get the quote box in the upper left corner of the chart box? So to get the quote box, you go to View, Options, and right at the top it says Show Quotes. And that's where you'll have the last, the bid, and the ask, and the change. And then if you click the little wheel, if you want to put the volume, and if you want the open and the high, or the 52-week high and the low, you can add those. If you want the time, I don't know if you really need time, but you can add those. So the quote window is the last bid ask, change in volume. This is the open, high, low, close for each interval as you scroll across. So this one is similar to what you had on the upper left side of your chart on WiseTrade. This is similar to what was on the bottom side as you scrolled across the chart. Can you show how to update indexes, DJI and, whoops. Sorry, somebody had their mic on. Hold on, let me make sure. Hey, guys, please make sure you keep yourself muted, okay? Okay, so David, the indexes. So first of all, go select the drop down for indexes. Make sure your data source right there is whoever your data source is on your other window as well. So under main, see, I get my quotes from TD Ameritrade. So make sure under indexes, your data source is whoever your main broker is, whether it's Ally Invest MBT, TD. Who is your set for? MBT. Okay, so once you set it for MBT, it should automatically bring up the correct indexes. But if not, click right here where it says select indexes. And then see that, make sure you've got $DJI, $COMPQ, and $SPX checked. If you want the VIX, make sure that's checked. If you're not getting those quotes, then there might be another issue. I know this morning, David, all the MB trading accounts, we had some issues. Were you one of the ones that we were able to correct? Yes. Okay. So it should be working. I don't know why it's not. Try restarting. If that doesn't fix it, I may have to take a look at things on yours and see if I can't help you out. That maybe there's something else going on. But try restarting, and then if you need help, email me, Kipp at equity-alerts.com, and I'll give you a call and see if I can't troubleshoot it for you. Okay, so Club Metro says, where did you select again to get the index choices? Okay, so right here where it says indexes, on the File, Main, View, this is the ribbon, Indexes. There's there's a folder that says select indexes. And then once you open that, you should see yours should be checked, or you might have them manually entered. I can't remember what was set up for yours, Club Metro. And so what happens is, depending on who your broker is, these symbology will change dependent upon your broker. Okay, this will change dependent upon your broker, because some of them use different symbology. Hold on a second. Connie says, is there a reason Clearlines is available to use with Ally Invest stocks but not with Forex? So, yes. Because Ally, Jim, you keep unmuting yourself. Because Ally does not provide quotes to Medved for Forex through their API. Okay, because they get them direct from Gain, I believe. Is it Gain that does their Forex now? Or whoever they get it from. So back in the day when MB Trading used to be a Forex broker, they provided the quotes for Forex. So when Ally took over, well, whenever they dropped the Forex a while back, and they converted. You remember everybody converted from MB to I think it's Gain. Isn't it Gain? I'm pretty sure it's Gain Capital. So basically, Ally MB became an introducing broker for Ally for Gain. Okay, so that the quotes started, I guess, to power that comes from a different source. So because they're technically no longer a Forex broker, they don't provide those quotes through the API. See, we API is what's called I believe it's an application. I forget what exactly it stands for. Hold on. It's application programming interface. Okay, application programming interface. That's API. So brokers provide. Yeah, thank you, Elaine. Brokers provide quotes through API or application programming interface to power third-party programs. So Medved Trader is a third-party platform, just like NinjaTrader, and there's a bunch of others out there. They're third-party platforms. They get their quotes through the API. And so because Ally is technically no longer a Forex broker, they don't give those quotes anymore. So we can't get the data from them to power our software, unfortunately. If you can convince them somehow to do it, but I don't think that's important to them because it's okay. Anyway, does that make sense? It's everything's dependent on what comes from our brokers. You know, the way the Medved works, Medved is just an intermediary between us, the user, and a broker. And Clear Lines is an indicator that you subscribe to through Medved that I support. I support the indicator. I give you training. I give you, that's, you know, you're paying a fee to utilize my indicator, to get my training, to get my support. So anyway, that's why if the broker does not provide certain, like that's like certain order types, some brokers don't offer it through the API compared to what you can get on their website. They limit sometimes the order. I don't know why. Under app API being able, I'm not sure what you're referring to, Jim. Are you talking about a setting? Yes. So Connie, to answer your question, yes. Medved is a third-party program that can be used with interactive brokers. That is correct. That is one of the integrated, right? Matter of fact, right here, you'll see interactive brokers is on the list. So you can get, if you have an account, now I'll tell you there's a screwy thing about using interactive brokers. You have to have, to make interactive work, you have to have their trader workstation open first, and then you have to open up Medved. It's like really weird. It won't work without and you have to go on their website. There's like it's a real pain in the butt to actually activate it. But yes, if you need help, I can help you once you get set up. But yeah, any one of these are the brokers that are integrated. Ally Invest for MB Trading. If you trade cryptocurrencies, there's a couple crypto. There's an Italian broker, Directa, E-Trade, Gain Capital Futures, but not Gain Forex. I don't know. Oh, another crypto, Huobi. Interactive brokers, Optimus Futures, Polynex. Questrade is a Canadian broker. Questrade is the only Canadian broker that's integrated. Rhythmic, Robinhood, TD Ameritrade, and Tradier. And I think the other day, Jerry said there was another broker that's integrated now, but it's not on the list. Under applications, should HTTPI API be? Under applications. Oh, under API? You know, yeah, you don't need to. Yeah, don't worry about this. Mine's not checked. You don't need to check that. I got you. um, good questions today. What else? Questions. Feed me, feed me, feed me more questions. Let me make sure I haven't missed any. Do TD Ameritrade and E-Trade allow third-party programs for Forex? So I don't know about E-Trade. TD Ameritrade does not do Forex. I can kind of get quotes, but it's not something they offer, and the symbology is different. So let me go. I have a Forex. So you have to use the pound sign and then the first pair dot the second pair. So if I click on it, it's going to load, but it's not going to look right. And for some reason I can use it on a historical chart, which is the long, mid, and the day. But I can't use it on the intraday for whatever reason. I haven't tried with. You know what? Let me try with Yahoo because we get quotes from Yahoo as well. So let me see if that works. Hold on. I haven't really tried that. I don't know if Yahoo gives quotes. Yeah, see, it doesn't work. Hold on, default. Always. Let me try to backfill. No. So Yahoo does not work. I'm pretty sure if I go to my ally for MB trading, it's probably not going to work. Nope. Nothing. And I get quotes. I'm assuming these quotes are right, but I'm not getting, and it won't, for some reason, hold on. Let me see if I can backfill. If it'll backfill the chart. No, just, and I don't have an account with Interactive. I used to have one with them and I don't anymore. So unfortunately, I don't know. How do I create that index box that you have in the upper left-hand corner, please? Okay, what do you currently have in the upper left-hand corner, Club Metro? Do you not have the index box? Yeah, Connie, you should be able to get minute lights once, yeah, once you get interactive set up. What do you have up in the upper left hand corner right now? Main view draw trading templates. Okay, so you have a chart up there. You don't have the indexes. Are yours at the bottom? I thought we set you up with it. Do you mind letting me trying to see if I can make you a presenter and then view your screen? Can we do that? Or would you rather I just call you afterwards and help you? Is that easier? I mean, I can show you. All you have to do is I'll call you. It'll be easier. Yeah. I mean, go to. I'll call you. I'll call you. It sounds like it's lost somewhere. Yeah, I got you. All right. No problem. You are lost. That's funny. You can also go down to the bottom, and see what's open. It could be hidden down on the bottom. See, like when I go put my mouse over the icons, there's one that looks like you can see the indexes. Do you try that? See if that's one of the deals at the bottom. One of the icons. It might just be minimized. All right, we've got about 10 minutes left in the trading day. If there's any more questions, let me know. Anything? Oh, you're very welcome. Thanks, Bruce. He says I learned a lot this week. So let me remind you guys. I am now doing this starting next week, every Tuesday and Thursday, permanently. I've actually updating our new customer email every Tuesday and Thursday, 3 o'clock Eastern, 2 o'clock Central. I will be doing right here the same link. You can just go to this link every day, every Tuesday and Thursday, same link. Just save it. It's on the website. I will be doing just an open forum for strictly training on the platform. That's all this is. This is not anything else. It's not to replace or take away from our broadcast, our alerts webinar. This is strictly a training session for those that want to better understand how to utilize the clear lines indicator on the Medved Trader platform. All right. And there are a lot of features within this platform. So I want to make sure you guys all know how and I answer your questions. And we do have some subscribers that only subscribe to the indicator and not to the webinar. So I want to make sure you have a forum that I can answer questions and help you at. So twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 3 o'clock Eastern. And I wanted to do it live in the market so we have action, so you can see the charts moving and, I can show you all examples of chart trading if we need to do that, which we obviously have done already. But today was a good session, going through Fibonacci and going through setting up what we did today. So thank you. Anything else I can show you all today? Looks like this market's been a pretty wild ride, huh? Good, Elaine. That's fine. I'm glad you're here. Thank you, Connie. I appreciate it. And these sessions are recorded. They are posted to the YouTube page. So, oops. All you have to do is go to equityalerts.com. Up at the top of any page, click the YouTube button, and you can see there's yesterday's session. Look at that, 5 people have already watched it. Dennis is quick. When the parabolic line is above versus below, what do the parabolic? So this is parabolic. Let me do this. Okay, I'm gonna get a concise definition so you know what it means. I keep calling it support and resistance, but stop and reverse. Parabolic stop and reverse indicators developed by J. Wells Wilder, who is the same person that developed pivot points. Isn't it pivot? Isn't that what? Well, yeah. No, yeah. No, is it pivot points that? What all did he develop? Now I can't remember. Hold on. It's been a long day. Oh, ATR. He created average true range. J. Welders is the developers of average true range. Okay, so parabolic stop and reverse. I don't know. I keep calling it support and resistance. It's stop and reverse. This can be utilized as stop loss levels as well as trade triggers. Difference about PSAR indicators: the utilization of time decay. PSAR indicator forms a parabola composed of small dots that are either above or below the trading price. When the parabola is below the stock price, it acts as support. So I guess that's another, support and resistance or stop and reverse. And a trailing stop area while indicating bullish uptrending price action. When the stock falls below a single dot, then the stop loss sell trigger, short trigger forms. The parabola will then start a trend down as it trades above the stock price, indicating resistance. So it's just one other method of finding. It's one other technical indicator. That's all I'm going to say. It's just one parabolic stop and reverse, or as I call it, support and resistance. So when the lines or dots are above the current price, okay, that's usually indicating a downtrend. When it's below the price, it's usually in an uptrend. So when it shifts, you'll notice those are when you would, like if you're long, okay, if you were short through here and then all of a sudden it shifts, then that's a sign to get out. That's a change in trend. So what I was saying before is Jim utilizes that on his 1 minute to help him. Like if he's short, see like right through here, if he's short in the trade, as long as his parabolic PSAR stop and reverse is currently above, it'll keep him in the trade longer. Once it shifts, the dots move below, he knows that it's a trend change and uses that as to help him get out of the trade. Does that make sense? It's just one other thing you can utilize. It's not the end all be all. You know, we have found that a combination of a couple different things. Definitely the VWAP, but VWAP, you know, you're not always going to hit VWAP. The volume weighted average price, pivot points, Fibonacci, and now the PSAR, the parabolic stop and reverse. These are all tools that you can utilize to help you in determining where to maximize your profit. They can help you getting in, they can help you getting out. So we utilize our clear lines, okay, to see our trend reversal. So like right up here at the top, we had a reversal, we had an up arrow, a down arrow, and it took a few minutes. Hold on. Actually, we actually got pretty much simultaneously. This is interesting. I'll show you this on the 1 minute. So we got our down arrow at the same point that we got the parabolic stop and reverse shifted. So you had line cross, arrow appear, parabolic stop and reverse. And guess what else we had? It went up to R3 and reversed, R2. So right here was a very good entry to short Apple because we had a combination of several indicators helping us out. Hold on 1 second. See, the more that we can, things that we can see that can help and confirm, the higher probability of success. So this turned out to be a pretty good trade. Even if you didn't get in until here, 156.53, look how far it went before it shifted. It went almost $1. It went about $1 before. I mean, you got an up arrow right here, and then you got, following that up arrow, you got a shift in the parabolic stop and reverse. Okay. And did we have a Fibonacci in there? I don't know. Let me go to my first 15-minute real quick. It's on another screen so you don't see it, but let me draw it. So to add it, to make it even better, look at this. We had a fib level, we had resistance 2, we had a clear line, down arrow, parabolic stop and reverse. We had the kind of the perfect storm, right? Hold on. Right? Hold on. Right here. This was the perfect storm right in here. You had these 2 points meet, Fibonacci, pivot point. You had a signal on your clear lines. You had a shift in your PSAR. So that would have been a great short entry right there. And then you had right here an up arrow on a Fibonacci level, the 200, and then it took a couple minutes, and then your parabolic stop and reverse shifted. So you would have exited somewhere down here. Does that make sense? So these are just tools to help you become a more accurate trader. There's nothing that's 100%, but these things, these tools can help you improve your accuracy. So apparently, I think Netflix reports after the close, right? So here's real quick. Guess what? Netflix after hours, we got some action. Did they report already? Does anybody know? I don't know why it's not putting the trade in, but whatever. All right, guys. That's it. I am done. Have a great evening. Thanks for tuning in. Again, this will be posted to the YouTube page here in a little bit. And have a great evening. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.